In this topic, we will learn about communication in supervision management. We will start by defining communication and look at the communication process, active listening, and verbal communication. We will also outline the steps to conducting a meeting and prepare a PowerPoint presentation. So, what is communication? Communication can be described as the process of sending and receiving information between two or more people. The person sending the message is the sender, while the person receiving the information is called the receiver. There are two methods of communication, that is oral or verbal communication and written communication. Verbal or oral communication includes face-to-face or a phone call, and written communication may include emails, notices, or reports. Let's take a look at the communication process. Communication is initiated by the sender, who encodes the message and sends it to the receiver. The receiver decodes the message and sends feedback. The communication process is considered complete when the receiver responds, that is, gives feedback. The following are elements of the chain of communication. Senders initiate messages that need to be clear. The second one is encoding. This is transforming the thoughts of information to be conveyed into a form that can be sent, for example, using words. The third element is message. This is expressed in words, symbols, and sounds. Decoding. A simple and clear language that is easily understood. The speaker and listener should have the same meanings of the words used. The fifth element is medium or channel of communication. Choose the right medium, for example, telephone, writing, or face-to-face. Receivers. Bear in mind the receiver's experience, background, including culture, personal interest, needs, likes, and dislikes. The seventh and last element of the chain of communication is feedback. It is the final part of the chain of communication and helps the sender establish whether the message was relayed as expected or not. Active listening. Listening can be categorized into passive listening and active listening. Passive listening is where the leader is unmotivated and is least interested in the message being communicated. Active listening. It is purposeful and the leader responds to the words and feelings of the sender for understanding. Verbal communication. This is the use of sounds and words to express yourself, especially in contrast to using gestures or mannerisms. The words could be either spoken or written. A good example is oral communication, that is, speeches. Casual face-to-face discussions are also forms of verbal communication. As a supervisor, it is important to be very good at communicating to your team members. This could be in the form of sending emails or even conducting face-to-face meetings. Meetings and how to conduct a meeting. Be prepared. Be prepared by sharing the agenda prior to the meeting. Lead the meeting by ensuring the agenda is followed. Confirm action plan and schedule the next meeting. Stay on topic. After each agenda item and its corresponding discussion, briefly summarize outcomes per the group discussion, ask for questions, and move on. Now let's take a look at writing skills. As a team leader or supervisor, you cannot stay away from proper writing skills. Below are basic writing skills that a leader or supervisor must have in order to communicate clearly. The first one is report writing. This is the creation of a structured document that precisely describes and examines an occurrence. It is a summarized but detailed write-up after the completion of a project. The essential stages of a successful report writing are described below. Understanding the report brief. gathering and selecting information. Organizing your material. Group together points that are related. These may form sections or chapters. Analyzing your material. Before you begin to write your first draft of the report, take time to consider and make notes on the points you will make using the facts and evidence you have gathered. Writing the report. Introduce, explain, present, comment, and conclude. Reviewing and redrafting. And the final stage of report writing is presentation. Now let's take a look at presentation skills. Below are steps on how to develop a basic PowerPoint presentation. The first step is open Microsoft PowerPoint. Now go to the file on top of the screen and click New. A box that says New Presentation should appear on the right side of your screen. The third step, in the New Presentation dialog box, click on Design Template. Scan through the design templates and choose the one you would like as shown below. Slide Design. The fourth step is Slide Design. Select a design template by clicking on the template you like. The fifth step is Slide Layout. You may change the slide layout by going to the top of the screen and clicking on Layout, and select a design by clicking on it. The sixth step is adding text. Add your text by clicking on the box labeled Click to add text. The seventh step is adding pictures. Click on the box labeled Click to add content. Inside of that box will be a smaller box with 6 icons. Click on the icon that looks like a photograph of a mountain, where a new window will open, allowing you to browse for a picture. Click on your picture and then click Insert. The eighth step is resizing the picture. To resize, click the picture and place your mouse over the bubbles or boxes that will appear and click. Holding the mouse pointer down, drag the picture to the size you want. We have come to the end of this topic. Join me in the next topic where we will take a look at interpersonal skills and also differentiate interpersonal skills from communication skills.